I've gotten I think over probably the last couple weeks, um, a theme around being able to stay, I guess, consistent with taking actions that we know help to calm our mind. I mean, how many times have you tried something for a while and you're like, "Oh, this helps," and then an excuse comes in and you stop, right? You just get out of that habit of or out of that practice of doing it. It happens to all of us. That's, to me, that's what a relapse, a behavioral relapse is. And it's there because we have to have reminders, right? Sometimes we have to fall back into old patterns and remind ourselves, oh yeah, this sucks here. This is why I'm trying to make that effort to 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 do something different, for this example, like to actually calm my mind, like make that more of a lasting habit, that rather than continue to fall in those patterns that create more, stress, rumination, worry, what ifs, all of that. So I just want to let you know you're not alone if you've experienced this. This is very common. So the word tapas is what comes to my mind. And tapas in Sanskrit means heat or to burn. So you think about it just came into my mind, like thinking about like what it takes to create like a diamond, right? A diamond is intense pressure over a long period of time that turns um, coal, basically, other minerals, into a diamond. It doesn't happen overnight, right? So if we think of diamond as kind of like our mind being calm and pure, right? And the material that happens before that being the very thing that's kind of keeping us from from seeing that diamond, maybe that even already exists there. So tapas invites us, it's an invitation to stand in the heat of life in order to be burned, right? To be burned, to be able to connect to that, in a sense, purity, that diamond within, which is ourselves. Okay, in our natural state, we actually are calm, loving beings, peaceful, all of that. And it's just been it's our, in a sense, our misidentifications that create limitations, and keep us away from ourselves. So tapas invites us to have the discipline. I know for a lot of us that can be a charged word, but the self-discipline to stand in the heat, to have the transformation happen. Okay? So if your goal is, if you're right now, struggling with different symptoms of anxiety, like the mind ruminating, a lot of fear coming up, worry. I mean, there's a number of things, thinking about in the body, getting tight all the time. So if you're experiencing an aspect of anxiety and you would like to work towards finding calm relief, both in the mind and the body, tapas needs to be practiced. And so what that means is whatever practices that you have found that help you connect and have those moments, keep doing them and commit to doing them every day. Commit to integrating them into your life, right? So they become a lifestyle practice and actually how you live, right? And I know it's like there's a lot of, then what comes up, a lot of questions are like, well, what do I do? What do I do? So what I just said, I'm going to repeat it again. What you have found that in your experience, when you do it, you find that calm peace, that calm space, that relaxation in the body. Keep doing it. All right. So it's not about me at this point giving you a new tool. What are the tools that you already know, and are you doing them? How often are you doing them? Okay. And when you fall off the bandwagon, so to speak, and notice like, oh my God, here I am, like I'm in this space of anxiety again, that's a red flag to ask yourself, oh, am I doing this tool that I committed to doing? Most likely not. Most likely it's like, wait, it's been a few days since I've done that. I haven't even thought about it. I need to recommit and start to do it again. Okay, so that is a part of the change process. So when I think about this word discipline, for me, when I think about the definition of discipline, the words commitment, practice, consistency, and then doing those things, the having the commitment, the practice, and the consistency until I don't have to think about it anymore, and it just becomes a part of what I do. Okay, and it's not that you have to get to that point before you add something else, but it should be the point where it's a habit. Like, some of your other lifestyle habits. You think about like when you brush your teeth, or maybe there's other routines that you have, like a morning routine or a bedtime routine, something that you have routine with, like that took time, right? So I would encourage you to at least, let's start even with thinking about one practice that you want to commit to, recommit, I'm going to use that, recommit to doing over the next month, and then doing it. When there is and committing to the point of, I am not going to bed until I do this, all right? I'd encourage you to find like a regular time to do it. But again, things happen, right? It's okay. Like, I have a commitment of on Thursdays coming live into this group. And last week, it didn't happen. I had a relapse, so to speak. So I recommitted. Here I am again on Thursday. And I will keep doing that. So that is one of my practices of tapas, when there's an excuse doing it. Okay, so when there's an excuse, and I did, right? I gave an excuse, like it got away from me. Totally did. There's my excuse. So I can review that and look at, all right, what happened there, right? So then I can learn from it, recommit, and keep moving forward on that. That's the process. That is tapas. Okay, and to have the expectation that I should be able to make a commitment and like be consistent for the rest of my life and never have to think about it, like right off the bat, that's impossible and it's ridiculous. So I want you to like, we've had subtle, well, maybe some of us have not so subtle, but we've had, most of us have had input, judgments, that say we should be able to do this. Like, hey, like, you know this, like you should just do it. But it's not realistic, right? We're human beings, we make mistakes, it takes time, we take repetition to learn. So having compassion with yourself, right? And keep it simple, like I'm saying, do one thing, start with one thing, okay? Keeping it simple means that then you're able to put your energy and focus into that one thing and really grow roots in that being a habit, versus if you're juggling like 3-5 different things, you can do that, but it's going to take longer for those roots, for each of those to grow. Like multitasking, right? It actually doesn't really, none of us do it very well. So starting with one thing, okay? So if you want to have a calm mind and you're working towards that so that you can let go of anxiety, I want you to think of one tool that you want to be focusing on over the next month and commit to practicing it at least once a day, okay? And doing that, not going to bed before you do that. And stand in the fire of life, the excuses trying to pull you away, distract you, and say, no, this is important enough to me. Like, this is something that needs to happen for me to be my best self, okay? And I'm going to do this.